Hello everyone, this is your weather dude, and in today's video we're going to be talking about the tropics once again, the severe weather and the relentless heat that is going on across the nation of the United States of America. And then pretty much we're just going to be going over for the tropics at first, and then the severe weather, and then the relentless heat. So let's go talk about the tropics right now. As you can see, we have a tropical rainstorm hanging out up off the coast of the South America, and off the coast of towards the south of Puerto Rico. So things are looking pretty interesting right there, as well as towards the Lesser Antilles, over towards the near the South America region. So pretty much in the Caribbean. So this is pretty much in the Eastern Caribbean. So yeah, into the Eastern Caribbean. As you can see, we have our tropical system hanging out right here. As you can see, the formation chance in the next 48 hours is going to be 10%, and then in the next 7 days, it's going to be 20%. So it's going to be a pretty decent chance. But the thing is that it can be going out towards the east, or no, not towards the east, towards the west, and maybe heading towards the Yucatan Peninsula of Mexico, and then maybe ending up around Texas, Louisiana. We'll just go check that out right now into the models. Here we go. Here's the model runs. Uh, so here we go. As you can see, a little rainstorm type thing. It's somewhere around here. It's nothing. I don't know why, but the GFS is not really pointing it out. So yeah. So as you can see, it's probably just clouds just hanging out. But I think as a system progresses, I think it's gonna form into something. Something. I don't know. So let's go put it out into motion. I think our little rainstorm is right here. And then as you can see, wow. Like this is kinda ugly. Yeah. Oh, okay. Maybe this is it. Maybe this is it. But the thing that I don't get is that this is the 2nd of July. So I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the GFS is doing. I don't know if the GFS is being stupid or I don't know, but I don't know what the GFS is doing. So I guess we look at a different model run because I'm sure it's going to show something else. So that's the GFS. I'm going to go on to the European model. So here we go. This should be showing the most accurate weather data. It's usually pretty good with stuff like this. So, oh, there we go. The thing is, it does like every like 6 hours. So, yeah, so it's gonna be kind of hard to find the frames of it. All right, here we go. So, like I said, off the coast of South America and off the coast of Puerto Rico, it's pretty much parallel, right next to Puerto Rico and parallel with South America. So it's like we're on that little area off the coast of the Lesser Antilles towards the west. So, if we put this out in motion, as you can see, our storm is right about here. Our center pressure area, it's right there. And then as it progresses, it hits the Yucatan, like I said, as like a rainstorm still. So it's definitely something. But then it just runs into Mexico, just like Alberto and that other tropical system that we were talking about like 4 or 5 days ago. So I really don't know. And as this thing progresses, we might have like a little something going on right here, but this is like way out into the Atlantic, so it's looking pretty interesting. And pretty much stops there. So yeah, it stops. All right, so that's pretty much it for what I got for the tropics. Now we are going on to the severe weather component. Yes, the severe weather. So let me zoom this in. As you can see, this is Tuesday, June 5th. Here we go. So this is Tuesday, June 5th. As you can see, there's a slight risk from Columbus, Ohio, all the way into South Dakota, towards the southwestern part of South Dakota. That's our slight risk for today into central Ohio. As you can see, it's a pretty large threat. So these are pretty much like normal storms, kind of. So let's go check out our 2% threat. As you can see, it's towards South Dakota, Nebraska, and parts of Iowa. Small portions of northern Missouri. It's actually all across the very northern part of Missouri. It's 2% tornado threat, so we got a chance for tornadoes. Speaking of tornadoes, we currently have tornadoes going on over here towards Iowa right now, so it's looking pretty interesting there. I'm going to get updated, see what happens. So here we go. But yeah, there's currently a tornado going on over here towards Cedar Rapids right now. It's a radar indicated tornado. It's doing a little something, but yeah, it's like probably just a normal good old supercell. It's not like a normal tornado of some sort. It's just a radar indicated, and what radar indicated means is that according to this radar, there could be a tornado that has capable of producing this tornado, which is the severe thunderstorm. So it definitely has something for sure. Um, and then if we go over here, wait, back over here. All right, here's tornado threat at 2%. Our wind threat, like I said, is from Ohio all the way down towards our 15% from Ohio down to Missouri, all the way up into South Dakota. So there's pretty good majority of states that will be impacted today into northeastern Kansas, eastern Nebraska, southern Iowa, majority of Iowa, and majority of Indiana, and like I said, central Ohio and southwest Ohio. And things are looking pretty interesting in there. And then the 5%, pretty much in the same areas, but it's gonna be into Texas, parts of Oklahoma, and very small portions of New Mexico. So that's pretty interesting right there. But our hail threat, much different story. We have a significant hail threat. This could be like 2 inches in diameter or more, so you do want to be cautious of this. 15% in 25-mile radius, so definitely has something going on. It's from Iowa, southwestern Iowa, all the way into southwestern South Dakota. More so towards the southwestern central part of South Dakota and eastern, northeastern parts of Nebraska. And then our 5% from Texas, northern Texas, all the way to Oklahoma, Kansas, and parts of Missouri, and Illinois, Iowa, and Ohio. So these are looking pretty interesting there. We're going to go on to our next day for our oil look. So this is June 26th. Severe weather is shifted a little bit further east. We have a slight risk for Kentucky, northeast Kentucky, southern Ohio, majority of Pennsylvania, southern New York, New York City itself, New Jersey, all of Delaware, all of Maryland, Northern Virginia, and majority of West Virginia. So things are looking pretty interesting there. Marginal threat is huge, extending from Massachusetts, Connecticut, Rhode Island, parts of southern New York, all of Pennsylvania, most of Ohio, southern Indiana, southern Iowa, or not Iowa, Illinois, and then Missouri, all of Arkansas, southeastern part of Oklahoma, northeastern part of Texas, northern Louisiana, most of Missouri, southwestern Arkansas, and Alabama, northwestern Alabama, and parts of Tennessee. And then our marginal threat is Wyoming, our other marginal threat out there is going to be Wyoming, Nebraska, northwestern Kansas, and northeastern Colorado. And then tornado threat is extended from southern Ohio, northeast Kentucky, northern West Virginia, majority of Pennsylvania, small portions of New Jersey, and small portions of Maryland towards the western part of Maryland. And our wind threat is pretty much the same hail threat, and it's kind of the same, but just take away the 15% threat, and it's pretty much for Connecticut and parts of New York. So hail threat is definitely down for the 26th for sure. The 27th, we do actually have a slight risk going on over here towards North Dakota, South Dakota, actually western North Dakota and South Dakota, northeastern Wyoming, and eastern Montana. And then the marginal threat is mainly in majority of Kansas, most of Nebraska, most of South Dakota, most of North Dakota, half of the eastern half of Montana, and northeastern part of Wyoming, and eastern part of Colorado. So things are looking pretty interesting right there. Any severe, so this is like any type of severe weather. It's pretty much for the same areas that I just talked about. So this could be hail, tornadoes, and winds. So it really depends. We'll have to see tomorrow and see what kind of threats we have for tomorrow. So we'll just have to wait and see for that. And then the other days, let's see, the other days, whoops. Let's see. There's nothing else for the 28th, nothing for the 29th, nothing for the 30th, nothing for the 1st, and nothing for the 2nd. That's because it's too far out, and yeah, it's just too far out, all honesty. And then now, let's go over to the model runs for tonight's severe weather. So here we go. This is right about now. So if we take a look at Missouri and Iowa, as you can see, things are pretty much just hanging out here. As you can see, we have a little system hanging out. Starts forming around Iowa, parts of Nebraska and South Dakota. As you we can see straight line winds for Missouri. I would say right around that little area. I think that's where the threat just gets cuts off, and it's just a straight line threat. Derecho, I doubt it, but who knows? You never know. But then, as you can see, the storms just keep on rocking all the way down into northeastern Texas and south or northwestern Louisiana. So things are pretty interesting, and it's pretty long rated too. So, like I said, maybe a derecho, but like I said, I doubt it. And then over here towards Iowa, Indiana, and Ohio, maybe a couple of severe thunderstorms are possible with straight line winds. Maybe a few things of hail, but I doubt it. And as the storms progress, this is for tomorrow, the 26th. There are definitely storms popping up throughout Ohio, Pennsylvania area. And then we just have, after that, I'm surprised they kind of highlighted that because after that, all it is just moderate rain showers and maybe a few supercells or severe weather storms. But there's really nothing going on, or severe thunderstorms, I should say. So there's really nothing going on whatsoever over there. And then here's our maybe severe thunderstorm over here towards North Dakota and South Dakota. It's possible, but like I said, you have to wait and see what happens with that. Now let's go on to our extreme heat, our relentless heat. As you can see, this was pretty much for today. As you can see, I want to say temperatures could have been like 5 degrees higher than this, but I want to say right around Kansas, it was up to 103 into western Kansas. On Texas, it was 105. Oof, hot, hot, hot. Now here towards Death Valley is up to 118. So it's definitely sweltering down there in the valleys. Um, in Arizona, California, yeah, super hot, like high hundreds, low 110s. So things are pretty interesting there. And over here towards Georgia, it is 101. Woo, it's hot. And then over here, like I said, the Northeast and the Great Lakes region, it's pretty much cooler than like past couple of days because now it's down to like the mid to low 80s out here towards the Great Lakes. Majority of the Midwest is into the high 80s into the lower 90s. Nothing too insane. I mean, that's a little hot, but I'm sure it's something. That's for sure. And then other than that, it cools off and then warms right back up. Ooh, but this is the straight line thread that I was actually talking about. You see right here, if I back it up, see. So these are, if you notice something, you see these little dots, right? They're like cooler dots. That's because all the supercells are starting to pop up. Ooh, there's actually a little bit of thunder I just heard outside. Hmm, interesting. But anyways, if you see these little dots, that means that these are pretty much just thunderstorms just firing up, getting all that daytime heating juice into the air, and just releasing all that heat and stuff. So that's pretty much what's happening right there. And then it cools off, and then once it warms right back up, as you can see, this little line right here, that is the straight line wind threat that was coming from the north and it just keeps on going down into Arkansas. Like I said, it could be something that could be maybe a derecho. We may be talking about one. I doubt it because how low the severe weather threat is. I mean, look at this. If you see, that's like today into tonight. That's into Missouri. And then if we scroll over to Wednesday, it's just a marginal threat. So that's why I'm thinking, is it gonna be it? But I doubt it. I don't see it. I really don't, but hey, it's always possible. This is what I'm just looking at on the models. So either each triple R is gonna be right or it's gonna be wrong. Who knows? But definitely something to watch right here if you live into eastern Kansas, western Missouri, or most of Missouri for tonight, as well as into Nebraska and Iowa as well. I'd keep an eye on severe weather. I'd say just have something to alert you, like a cell phone or a NOAA radio, something like that, to keep you prepared and just in case a tornado warning or a severe thunderstorm hits, you got that extra coverage from your devices. Anyways, that's pretty much it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you like and subscribe and do that other stuff if you want. But anyways, that is pretty much it for today's video. And I will see you all in the next one. Goodbye. See ya. Bye.